The immediate threat. Why panic is your biggest enemy? It happens instantly. Those flashing red and blue lights appear in your rearview mirror. Your heart starts to pound and your mind is flooded with questions. What did I do? What should I say? Most people panic in this high-stress moment, and that's precisely when they make critical mistakes. But what if you had a simple, proven script, a sequence of lines designed to get you through the entire interaction safely, without giving up a single one of your constitutional rights? I'm here to give you that script. In thousands of cases that began with a simple traffic stop, I've seen the biggest mistake people make: talking too much. The police are specifically trained to use your own words against you. Your goal isn't to talk your way out of a ticket, it's to make the entire traffic stop as boring and uneventful as possible. This script is engineered. Phase 1, the pre-stop protocol, immediate compliance, zero threat. Your preparation starts before the officer even reaches your window. This is the pre-stop protocol. It immediately establishes that you are compliant and not a threat. Step 1, signal and stop safely. Use your turn signal and pull over to a safe location as quickly as you can. Do not make the officer wait. Step 2, kill the engine. Once stopped, turn off your engine. Step 3, lights on, window down. If it's dark, switch on your interior dome light. This sign of good faith increases visibility for the officer. Roll down the driver's side window all the way. Trust me, they will get the information they need. Step 4, hands on the wheel. Place both hands clearly on the steering wheel and leave them there until instructed otherwise. This is the universal signal for "I am not a threat and have nothing to hide." This move also prevents the officer from later claiming you were moving around suspiciously to justify an unwarranted search. Phase 2, the opening interaction and your first line. The officer is now at your window. This is Act 1. They will almost certainly start with the trap. Do you know why I pulled you over? This is designed for you to admit to speeding, running a stop sign, or any other violation. Line 1, non-committal refusal. Your line, "No, officer," or "I'm not sure, officer." Simple, clear, and you admit nothing. Next, the officer will request your documents, license, and registration. Narrate your movements. Before you reach for anything, you must narrate your actions to eliminate any claim of suspicious movement. Example: "Yes, officer. My license is in my wallet in my back pocket. I'm going to reach for it now." Then, "The registration is in my glove box. I'm going to get that next." Hand over the documents and immediately put your hands right back on the steering wheel. For those who argue about the right to travel, the law is clear. The Supreme Court has ruled that states can require you to prove you are a licensed driver to operate a vehicle on the roads. Phase 3, the fishing expedition and key phrases. Once the officer has your documents, they may try to engage you in small talk while they run your information. This is the fishing expedition. Questions may include: where are you coming from? Where are you headed? Have you had anything to drink tonight? You are not required and shouldn't answer these questions, but avoid being confrontational, as that can escalate the stop. Line 2, invoking silence. Your best response: polite refusal or silence. "I don't answer questions, officer." Or my preference to be completely unambiguous: "I plead the fifth." It's a very clear signal to the officer that you know your rights. But remember, be respectful about it. The next critical moment is when they ask to search your vehicle. They often use a mind trick. "Anything illegal in the car?" If you say no, they'll follow up with, "Well, then you wouldn't mind if I took a look." Line 3, refusing consent. Your line, "I do not consent to searches." Period. This must be stated clearly to avoid the trickery where they try to manipulate your yes or no into consent. When you state this, there is no ambiguity on the body cam or dash cam footage. If they continue to press you, why not? You must have something to hide. Or if they are holding you for an unreasonable amount of time, you must ask this final question. Line 4, forcing resolution. Your line, "Officer, am I free to leave?" This forces them to either end the encounter or legally justify why they are still detaining you. Phase 4, resolution and the final option. The stop ends one of two ways: ticket or warning. Ideally, the officer returns your documents with a ticket or warning. Your closing. Thank you, officer. Take your documents, sign the ticket if required. Signing is not an admission of guilt. When they say you can go, drive away safely. Detention, arrest. If they say you are being detained, a few rules change. Chemical tests, DUI, DWI. If the officer suspects intoxication and reads you implied consent, they will ask for a chemical test. You must check your state's law. In many states, like Indiana, refusing the certified chemical test can lead to an automatic license loss for a minimum of 1 year, regardless of guilt. Know your law on refusal. Even if you decide to take the chemical test to save your license, you must immediately stop answering questions afterward. Final ultimate line, only if detained are arrested. Your line, I am going to remain silent and I want a lawyer. If you are detained, do not talk. It will only hurt your case. The 4 lines to control the stop. Knowing this simple script can turn a moment of panic into a situation where you control the exchange and protect your rights. Pre-stop. Safely pull over, lights on, hands on wheel. Opening. Narrate movements, provide documents, and politely decline to answer leading questions. The key phrases. Clearly state, I do not consent to searches, and if the stop is prolonged, ask, am I free to leave? The final line, if detained, I am going to remain silent and I want a lawyer. Now, if you've watched this far, you must like what you've seen. Let me know in the comments if this script helped you or what your most common question is during a stop. Remember to always plead the fifth.